see me rolling. People expected second touchdown from the rookie. Top defensive end. And when Prescott keeps the ball, that's why he has.
Hey friends, Mark Holmes here for my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for subscribing and being part of the Joe Boo Report. We busted through 3,000, we're on to 4,000. So I want to thank you guys for watching, subscribing, and commenting on these videos. Now, the other day I put up a video where I said that I believe that Dak Prescott is the league MVP, and a lot of you guys said that there's no way in the world that Zeke should be. Well, here's the thing. First of all, Joe Boo's out of Rome. So we need to get him a refill. But here's the thing. Generally speaking, running backs just don't get MVP very often. The last time it happened was for AP in, I want to say 2012, when he had 2,079 yards rushing. I think only 9 yards away from the NFL record. So chances are that Zeke gets it are not that good. I mean, he's going to have a special season, but I'm not sure at this point if he's going to end up making it to Eric Dickerson's rookie record, which is over 1,800 yards. Because currently, with the Dallas Cowboys now having a 2.5 game lead on home field advantage over Seattle, the Cowboys may start resting players towards the end of the season to keep them fresh for the playoffs. And here's the thing. When you start comparing what Dak's been doing versus what Zeke's been doing, do you realize that out of the last 4 games, only one of them, Zeke has been over 100 yards? Kind of surprising, right? So, I mean, right now, it's the last 4 games, he's averaged 100 yards exactly. I mean, he had 92 against the Browns, he had 114 against Pittsburgh, and he had 97 against Baltimore and Washington. Now, by contrast, when we start looking at Dak Prescott, and it's funny because everybody always doubts Dak everywhere he's been. But funny thing is every time he's taken over for a team, he's never relinquished the job. And that's high school, college, and now in the NFL. And it's funny because, it's not really funny, it's actually sad, because when he came out of college, a lot of the draft experts said basically he was Tim Tebow with a slightly better arm. And most of the scouts missed and said, well, he's basically a running quarterback that comes from the spread. He's not going to be able to do, pro-style offense, or it's going to take him a long time, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's fine. And even they doubted him when he ended up becoming second string. A lot of people said that we needed to go out and get guys like Josh McCown. Well, you saw how pathetic he is with Cleveland. Aren't you glad that we didn't sign that guy, or Josh Freeman, bring him out of retirement? So that's fine. That's good. They doubted him for being a backup. And then, of course, they doubted him as being a starter. And we've seen how that's worked out. Well, now we're doubting him about credentials for being an MVP. But over his last 4 games and throughout the season, he has gotten better and better. Let's take a look at his statistics, because they're kind of mind-blowing over the last 4 games, which were the Browns, Pittsburgh, the number 1 ranked defense, Baltimore, and the Redskins. In his last 4 games, his average QBR is 124.9. Let me say it again, 124.9. He's had 9 passing TDs, 1 rushing TD, and has had a 73.1% completion rate and throwing for 265 yards a game. Now, I ask you, who is more important to their team than Dak Prescott right now? Tell me, please. I'm looking for this, because I don't think the Dallas Cowboys would be 10-1 without Dak Prescott. Now, Zeke is a part of that, but he's not the most important part, especially when you start talking about 97 yards a game the last couple of weeks, or 100 yards, I should say, for the last 4 weeks. Without that quarterback being able to pull the trigger and spread the ball the way that he does, it's unbelievable. Because right now, because of what he's able to do with, as some people will say, dinking and dunking, but I call it spreading the ball around, you have to worry about Des Bryant going deep. You have to worry about Jason Witten going across the middle, or you have to worry about Cole Beasley on the slant, or you got to worry about Terrence Williams on the sidelines, along with Ezekiel Elliott. And if that's not enough, Dak, you now have to put a spy on because he can run if he has to. So all of a sudden, the only way defenses would be able to stop this offense is if they could put an extra guy out on the field. And I'm being honest on that. There are just too many things that you have to cover. And with that offensive line in front of it, it's unbeatable. But none of that means anything if you don't have a quarterback who has a touch on the ball and can drop it in the basket to Cole Beasley or can get it, to outstretched arms to Des Bryant and recognizes he's got one-on-one coverage. Without the quarterback, this team would not be where it is, flat out. And that's my argument, and I look forward to your guys' argument why somebody else should be league MVP. Like I said, Tom Brady has great numbers, of course, because he always does, but New England was 3-1 without him with two different quarterbacks. So it's possible that New England would still be as good with a different quarterback with that system because of Bill Belichick. I do not believe the same thing is true. So when you say who is the most important person on a team, to me it's Dak Prescott. But I look forward to you guys' opinion on that. And if you can change my mind, please do. And as always, thank you guys for watching. And Jobu, that rum looks mighty tasty there, buddy. You mind sharing? Have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Go Dallas Cowboys.